long time no see. This is our catch-up vlog. It contains about 2 weeks while we've been here in Kansas City. We've had an interesting adjustment period, to say the least. So we'll get into that later, but here's our vlog.
Enjoy. Well, to start this off, we are headed to Kroger right now to get us our pots and pans that we put off from yesterday. We are officially on our last day of packing. The Baileys come in today, and this evening. Yes, this evening, later this evening. So we have until then to get everything packed up, put in boxes, and ready to go. So we're gonna go get some boxes, get the pots and pans, and then we will be packing
all day?
All day. It's gonna be fun. Turn that AC up because it's kind of humid today.
Breaking things. Skylar and I both had a lot of errands to run, so that's what we've been doing for the past couple hours. We canceled our Comcast internet, so we had to go drop off the router, and we ate lunch since all of our dishes and silverware are packed up. We also, what did we do? Returned some movies that we had gotten with the Odals, and now Skylar is in his gym, canceling his gym membership. So getting all that kind of stuff done, we're gonna go home and hopefully finish packing. We're doing good. We're doing good.
Hey Zoe, we're gonna go to Kansas City? You wanna go? You gonna be scared? It's a new place. You afraid to move? Huh? Afraid to move? We're not gonna leave you. You'll get to come with, I promise. You're really nervous though, aren't you? Yep, really nervous. See, I'm so nervous my face itches.
So we're not gonna leave you behind. I know you're getting all anxious. You too, bud. You don't know what the heck is going on.
We won't leave you. Oh God. We won't leave you. Go. Come on. Girl.
Aww.
We won't leave you. Yeah.
We're here! You guys should probably park over there.
Hey Danielle, what are you doing?
Packing up the kitchen.
I thought you said the kitchen was done.
I forgot a lot.
You forgot a lot. How much did she forget, Dawn?
Everything. All the cabinets. Everything.
But other than that, I mean, it's looking pretty good. We got most of the stuff out. All the heavy things. Oh, cue in on Worthless.
It's too dark for this.
And Zoe.
Worthless and worthlesser. Good vocab. Worthless and worthlesser. Worthlesser.
Now we're just packing up the kitchen. Well, they're packing up the kitchen. We're witnessing and watching and cheering them on. Woo!
Yeah. Pack that box, mama. You pack it, girl.
She got it. It's going?
Yep.
The Last Supper. And what is it? Denny's. Yes. Sarah, Mama.
Yourself, you can flip it up. Dad. Me.
No. Turn it around.
I see what you mean. Oh. Denny's.
It's a selfie camera.
Yeah, look at this. I thought, Mom. Bam.
Sarah.
I thought you just like flip this up and it just records you from like this side.
Yeah, so you can see yourself.
But I was wrong. Clearly. Do I just press this button to stop it? No. I've just been recording everything apparently. Done!
Finite, finished. The house is ready to move. We're just waiting on the, oh gosh, janitorial guys. What are they called? Maintenance men. Danielle's coming back with the papers to go through. We're waiting on the maintenance men, and then we'll do our checklist and we'll be gone on the way to Kansas City. Yay!
Hi guys!
Hello, hello.
We are on our way
to Kansas City.
We got a full car, a full trailer somewhere
As you
ahead
can
of
see.
us on my parents.
We're gonna catch them. We're gonna catch them.
We're racing them.
They got a little bit of a head start,
We gotta get gas and then we got breakfast.
but they have to stop to get diesel somewhere.
Yeah, so they're gonna get fuel as well.
Yeah, we gonna get them.
And they'll probably get breakfast, so we'll catch them.
We will catch them. We'll underway. We'll show you guys some of the nice scenery as we get out there, which means no scenery because it's ugly, but we'll show you some.
Most of this vlog will be probably us driving. We might vlog some as we're unpacking later in the evening.
We'll show you the place before we get everything moved into it.
Yeah,
It'll be
apartment tour!
Let's hope it's nice. We haven't actually seen this one.
I'm so excited. So excited.
I'm pumped. I'm hoping it is.
It feels really surreal right now, even as we're driving there. Like, I just feel like we're going on a trip.
Having some issues with the sunlight coming into the car. This is the first time actually filming
In the car.
in the car.
Like this,
I wanna watch
on a
out for this car.
stand. Right lane must turn right. Oh, well, too bad.
Shit. Yep, first time filming it actually on a stand, so we're hoping that it works nicely.
Yep.
All right, onward to Kansas City.
Woohoo!
Whee!
Kansas City!
We're headed that way. Whee! That'll give you some vertigo. Wow. Danielle's family has been in front of us for, I don't know, maybe an hour.
Yeah, when we stopped for snacks, they got in front of us. So we just caught them.
We just caught them.
Yeah, so we're gonna wave crazily at them.
Yeah, yes.
It'll be insane. See the trailer? That's that.
It's like a chase scene in a movie, but less aggressive.
Less aggressive.
And less explosions too. Let's hope. Is that basket just flipping
It's just
around?
floating around back there. I think it had dirty clothes in it.
Let's hope they're not gone. We found you!
Hey guys, so it's been a lot of hours since the last time we chatted with you. We got to our apartment and kind of have had some disappointments with it. It was not all what we expected, and it is not held up to any living standards that we wanted. So, yeah, we kind of have had a rough day. We got everything moved in. No, the boxes are on the floor, but we're not unpacking yet because we're going to go talk to the office again tomorrow and see what we can do about all this. So, not necessarily a happy ending here, but, you know, Skylar and I are together, and that's all that matters, and we'll work it out. We'll figure it out.
Alright, so it has been a little while since we vlogged, and we haven't put onto camera any of our initial reactions or anything like that to where we're living currently. Danielle did her little blurb about us being dissatisfied, and that is pretty much all that we videotaped for a while. What happened was, when we originally got to where we were supposed to be living, we were led to believe that we were going to be getting a very nice apartment that we had went and toured, and it was beautiful, as most demos are.
Yeah, we toured a demo, and then they told us that a similar apartment based on the demo was unavailable, but an apartment owned by the same people would be available somewhere else. So without having to come back and tour it again,
Yes.
we agreed to take that one.
Yes, and with they told us that it would be of a very similar quality, very similar price, same neighborhood, everything. It would be very comparable. And so that's what we were led to believe, and we said, yeah, that's fine, because even if it was 50% of what we were shown in the demo, which is fine because it's a demo, it would still be glorious. It would be like, woo, nice, just on the same level as where we were living before. So we're like, okay, that's fine. We'll do that because we really don't have time and don't really want to drive all the way out there, check out a new one, and then drive back. So we said that's fine. When we arrived, however, the apartment that they took us to was not at all like what it should have been. It was in a different neighborhood.
Yeah, it was located in a different area, not too far from where we had originally thought, but still a different area, a completely different housing unit. Like, it was in a different building, in a different complex area.
Yes. In a totally different style. These ones are like townhomes. They have, the ones that we were wanting were like townhomes. They have siding on them. They have different levels and stuff like that. It's very, very like a townhome.
Yeah, and then
that one was a gigantic building, a gigantic brick building similar to a hotel.
Yeah,
with long hallways. Think, we talked about this before, like Friends with their hallways and the apartments on either side, very city-ish, and it was low quality, not well maintained, light fixtures broken, if even there. The doors look like something out of an insane asylum.
it was nothing.
It was sketch.
Yes, sketchy. It was nothing like what we had expected.
It wasn't terrible because it's in the same neighborhood-ish that the ones that we had viewed were, and it's a very nice neighborhood. Very high quality. Like, people live in nice suburban type houses around us, and people are walking the streets without fear. It's nothing bad, but the quality of it was low.
Yeah. So at this moment, we were really upset. First off, because wasn't what we expected. And second off, we were upset because the apartment was not cleaned and ready for us.
Not at all.
When we went in there, the tub was dirty.
Filthy.
The carpets hadn't been swept. You could scrape something off the counter with your finger. It just had not been cleaned and prepped for us.
The tub was like black. It's like they didn't even go in there after the prior tenants had left. And the guy knew who gave us the tour. He's like, oh man, I'll have to get this fixed immediately. But we were all sweaty and stuff. We needed a shower that night, so we ended up cleaning ourselves.
Yeah, because they were we showed up and they were closing in like a half hour.
An hour.
And the guy was just like, oh, we'll send someone tomorrow. So we were mad because we had to stay in this place that's not like we were expected, was dirty, and they wouldn't help us until the next day, which was unacceptable.
And the reason we didn't vlog a lot was because it would not have been nice to see on camera how we were taking it. I was in an extremely bad mood. I was extremely grumpy about it, which is right, but yeah. I wouldn't have wanted a camera in my face in that time anyway. Danielle actually called the office and complained before they closed. She said, hey, this is not in any way how people live. This is not acceptable at all. The lady's like, well, we close in 5 minutes and the boss isn't here. We'll compensate you, I'm sure, and we'll send people out there to fix the bathroom or whatever tomorrow by noon. If they're not, give us a call or stop by the office. And we're like, oh, okay. So we got off the phone with her because she was just a pawn. No offense, but she was the receptionist basically. She's not even like a leasing agent. And we settled in for the night. We wished Danielle's family.
My family had to leave, so we had to unload the trailer and get everything into the apartment.
Because they wanted to leave that night.
To Indiana that night.
Yeah, so.
So I filmed a whole bunch of the house. I'm not going to show that in this video, but based on the filthiness of it, we had legal grounds to get compensation. So the next morning, we were prepped and ready to go over there and talk to the office.
Have a talk with them and see what we could do to make it more livable, because it was terrible.
Yep, so we were ready to tackle the situation, and I have a clip from that day as well.
Yep.
Hey guys! So, it is Thursday morning. It's my birthday, and we just had our first night in the new place. Things are going better this morning. If you saw our last vlog, you'll see we were a little disappointed, but we're just a lot more calmed down. We're gonna go talk to the office today and get everything sorted out, hopefully. We are sorry that these vlogs are coming up all so late. We forgot about the fact that we don't have internet yet, so I'm probably gonna run over to maybe a McDonald's or Barnes & Noble today or tomorrow and upload all these for you guys. But today is starting off a lot better.
Okay, so at this point we were trying our best to be as positive as we could, because we knew that we had to deal with him, and we knew we had to go with it and make it work. I was extremely stressed and frustrated, and Danielle was trying her best to put on a very positive face. That morning we woke up. It was actually a nice, beautiful morning. We walked around, took the dogs out, and then we're like, all right, we're going to wait until the office opens up, and then we'll head straight to the office and talk with them and just get this ball rolling, get everything fixed so that we can actually, start living here.
Yeah. We knew we were being positive. We knew in our mind, okay, we're not leaving the office until we get compensation for the fact that we moved in with it dirty. But we're just going to live with this lease for a year in this house that we don't really like. But we'll live with it. That was our mindset going in.
We'll make it work. We'll pretty it up. We'll get all these little issues and big issues, huge issues taken care of. And we'll make it work. So as soon as the office opened up, we headed over there and we walked in, and we were ready to talk about stuff, but we had cooled down. We had lost a lot of our fire, and Danielle had convinced me and made me realize that it wasn't going to be that bad and that we were going to make it work. So I was in a much calmer, nicer state, and I was ready to talk to him, figure out what we were going to do, and get on with it.
We had a list on our phone of all the problems that needed fixed and what we expected.
It was all set out. We had talked about it. We had gone through it. We're going to talk about this. They're going to fix this. We're going to ask them about this. We were ready. Walked in. The receptionist looks at Danielle and goes, Danielle Bailey? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, okay, if you want to have a seat right over here, the manager's going to come over and see you in just 1 second. And Danielle was like, oh, okay. And we went and sat down, and we're like,
they're getting on it.
Yeah. We don't even have to do anything. They know we're here. And I'm getting optimistic. I'm like, yeah. And we're waiting there for a few seconds. And the manager lady, she walks over and she goes, all right, guys, I'm talking to my boss, whatever her boss's position is. She goes, we're talking to my boss right now about trying to get you guys into a new place, and I'll be right back. And so she goes over and she talks a little bit.
And so this time, we are being all cool. Like, oh, she's going to put us in a new place, which we thought was cool originally, but we weren't going to say anything. So I'm holding us. New place.
That's exactly what we came in to ask for. And we were we were half doing that and half like shell shocked because we're like, are they just going to give us a different apartment on that floor?
On the same like floor in the same building we didn't like.
Because remember,
dogs.
Hey, stop! You guys can't do that. Yeah, we were wondering if maybe they were going to give us a very similar apartment on the same floor, exact same kind, which, if you remember, is not the quality that we had assigned. So we weren't too optimistic about that, but we're like, yeah, this is totally what we expected. Yeah, totally. And she comes back and she's like, okay, guys, so what I have for you is we're actually going to try to, if it's okay with you, move you to a new place. It's over on the newly renovated side, which is the side that we had wanted.
That we had toured.
Yes, and she's like, it's very nice, very cute. I'm like, yeah, cute, whatever. She's like, it's a little bit smaller than the one that you were at last night. She's like, however, it comes with a washer and dryer. It's on the bottom floor. It has a sliding glass door that opens onto a patio. And we're like, oh yeah, okay, no, that works. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll Danielle's like, do we get a seat?
Dogs!
So Danielle looks at her and she goes, so do we get to view it first? And the lady's like, oh, of course. Yeah, we'll go over and look at it right now. I'm going to go over there, check sure, make sure it's fine, which I'm sure it is. And then you guys can come on over and we'll take a look at it. So we're like, okay, yeah, that sounds about right. And she walks away and then we look at each other, we're like, ooh.
Because we were trying to keep a straight face this whole time because we wanted to be tough. Like, we wanted what we wanted. And then she tells us more than what we wanted.
Yes.
And so I look at Skylar and I'm like,
and then we look at her, we see her in the distance, like, tone it up, sober up.
This is what we expected.
Yeah. So we don't want to change their minds. It was great.
It was a pleasant surprise.
It was.
And we were so excited, and it turned everything around in that moment.
And one thing that I was worried about was we had locked into a lease and signed for a certain amount of rent a month, as you do. And I was like, all right, how much more is this going to cost us?
Yeah, because it's in the new side. It has a washer and dryer. We're like, oh, they're going to move us, but they're going to jack up our rent.
Yes, and I had told Danielle, I'm like, I'm up for that. If they want to make it a few dollars extra, I will totally pay that in order to have something that we love and something that is at least acceptable, which the other one wasn't. So we were, at this point, extremely optimistic. We were like, oh yes, and we went over there and we viewed it. So they took us over to view it, and we walk in, and it's exactly what we wanted. It is beautiful and quaint and tiny, a little smaller than we'd like, however...
Totally doable.
Totally doable.
Not even a problem.
We had lived in smaller before and less high quality. It had a washer and dryer, it had the back patio that opened up so we can tether the dogs out there and have them run. It was great. We'll later on show you guys a nice full tour of the thing. We have it all set up and it's great. It's very homey and we are so much more happy with it than we originally.
You can literally see our mood shift in these next clips of the vlog because we're so much happier.
We got so much stress off our shoulders, it just turned the entire thing around. It's great. See it, Danielle. Come on, muscles.
What is this muscle? Because it was doing me.
That's your trap. Or what was once your trap.
It was going.
Oh, motherfucker! I don't know which way's lefty, loosey, righty, tighty.
So we picked out all of our furniture from IKEA, and our house is basically what we really like. It's mostly set up, a few things. You can see a blank wall behind us that we're going to work on and things like that. But for the most part, our house is all set up, and we'll hopefully show you a little bit of a house tour later on, or apartment tour later on. But anyways, we had that week all to set up our stuff, and then the past week, we didn't vlog at all. that was my first week of work, actually. We were just too stressed about the whole situation, the whole move, so we decided to take a break from vlogging. Work, I didn't really have anything to vlog anyways at my training. I have 3 weeks of training, and the first week is all like, oh, love Cerner, like here's our culture, this is what we do, things like that for a week. So it wasn't anything job specific even, so it wasn't something that was super entertaining. Sky just stayed home and got things set up, got his gym membership, things like that. So we were just recharging because we actually had to move twice. Yes. We unpacked, we loaded up the trailer, then we unloaded the trailer at the first apartment.
Yes.
Then the next day we rented a U-Haul, loaded the trailer again by ourselves.
U-Haul.
Yeah, loaded the U-Haul again by ourselves.
Moved here,
and unloaded the U-Haul again. So in 2 days.
Yes, it was hot and humid, and we were exhausted. So we just needed a little bit of downtime, and we got that last week.
And now we're back and ready to go.
We're ready to go right into it. Yeah.
We're getting used to the area, so we'll show you guys around and show you some fun things that we like to do.
We got a couple nice hangouts that we like to go to. We got new restaurants and new grocery stores.
And so hopefully we'll explore with you guys.
Yeah.
So make sure you subscribe and go to my blog and follow our journey.
Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.